Hey everybody, I'm Rick, and this is what's happening right now at Epic Universe. Well, look at the skies. Looks like some rides will be under a weather delay. Yeah, we're going to address the thumbnail once we get inside the theme park. This is the first time this retail kiosk has been open since I visited. Looks like sections for each world. How to Train Your Dragon, Super Nintendo World, Monsters, and Harry Potter. I see some power-up bands right up front. A couple of big fat raindrops are hitting me, but we'll see if the rain really hits us here or not. Maybe it will just skirt by us. Well, I'm hearing some massive thunder rolls. Let's get to walking and talking. Let's just cut to the chase. Talk about the thumbnail and why I don't think you should visit Epic Universe in the year 2025, and perhaps not until the summer of 2026. But let me first say, I absolutely love the theme park. It's beautiful. I love each world. So immersive, so detailed. I love it here. But here's the thing. I am not a party of four. I'm just me. I like just walking around the theme park, looking at stuff, and maybe get on one ride. That makes me happy. My worries and troubles just melt away when I'm walking through a theme park. So, with that being said, again, I am not a family of four. I'm just me. So, unless you are like me and you want to just walk around looking at cool things and maybe get on one ride, then you should not visit with your family until they work out all the kinks here. There are a lot of kinks happening. Everything here is new. All the rides are new. All the rides are second generation high-tech rides. Even the shows are high-tech. It's not like you're at an established theme park that has added one new ride, and if it breaks down, you can go to some of the old standards, the old reliables. Everything here is new. And from my discussions with engineers, this is what happens. The manufacturers build the rides, and once they're built, they just walk away. They're done. It's up to Universal and their own people, their own engineers, to learn the rides, how to fix things when they break down, how to troubleshoot, and that just takes time. And I'm saying it's going to take at least a year. There's not a ton of attractions here anyway. There's 13 attractions. 2 are shows, and again, they're high-tech shows, so things can break down in the shows. And then you have what's happening right now. A typical Florida hot, sunny summer afternoon turns into severe weather. So now, currently, more than half of the rides are not operating due to severe weather. For example, Super Nintendo World has 3 rides, 2 are outdoors. But before we head into Super Nintendo World, what is going on here? What is this structure for? Not quite as scary or mysterious as a monolith, but almost. Hopefully it's not for more virtual queues. And there's one on the other side of the portal. You have to admit, this entry, pretty BA. You see, Yoshi's Adventure, an outdoor attraction, not running because of the weather, and neither is Minecart Madness, the Donkey Kong roller coaster. So that means Mario Kart is a 90-minute wait, which is about the average wait time for Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I will say this though, one good thing about Super Nintendo World, even when the rides are down, plenty of games and activities to participate in. So even though Minecart Madness under a weather delay, the entry to the ride is actually way up there, but this is the line right now, all the way to the portal. People still waiting for it to reopen. Now I'm sure Universal doesn't mind the weather delay, because to them it's an opportunity for you to go buy food, drink, and merchandise. I tell you what, let's go ahead and make our way to the Isle of Berk over there on the other side of Celestial Park. Now, to those of you who have already purchased 2025 Epic Universe tickets for your family, I don't want to discourage you too much. I want to try to say something positive here. I've been here 14 days. Some days are better than other days. Some days, everything's going pretty smoothly. Other days, things are going very, very badly, and then everything in between. So maybe when you visit with your 2025 tickets, maybe it's today, everything's going well. Before we step into Berk, I want to point out Stardust Racers right there, an outside attraction. Thus, both of its tracks are closed for inclement weather. Oh my, outside of the portal for the Isle of Berk, another one of these strange structures, monolith, if you will. The Isle of Berk with 4 attractions. I believe that is the most attractions for a world here at Epic Universe. Unfortunately, 3 of them are outdoors and closed right now, weather delay. And only 1 of the 2 flames are going at the moment. The sun is trying to come out, but Dragon Racers Rally, delay. Hiccups Wing Gliders, delay. The water ride Fire Drill, delay. But a line is forming. Now, the thing about the weather delays, it's more about lightning than rain. So if there's a lightning strike within, I don't know what the policy is here, 3 to 5 miles or something, then they will shut down the outside rides. Something's going on over here at Gobber's workshop. Usually there's a dragon over here, but they have this fencing up. So maybe a little bit of a problem with that dragon animatronic. There are a ton, I mean a lot of animatronics here in Berk, and really in all of Epic Universe. A lot of animatronics. Well, Mead Hall has it going on. It has both of its flames working. Here is the show that's in the Isle of Berk, the Untrainable Dragon. It is a phenomenal show. It is a technical show. It can break down too. But on a positive note, it looks like the very, very popular meet and greet for Toothless and Hiccup, it looks like it stays open during weather issues, because it's open right now. I mean, it is covered. It is covered. Not much of the queue is covered, but Hiccup and Toothless, they're covered. I did not realize that that played music too. I thought it just flapped its wings, but no, it's musical. Only 1 wing is working, Clark. I tell you what. Awesome. Awesome. I tell you what, they better not skimp on the maintenance budget for this park. So many animatronics. Cool, really cool animatronics, but keep them working. And by the way, well done, Dragon. Okay, let's keep making our way around the park. Next up, the Wizarding World. Actually, Stardust Racers is not down because of the weather. I just remembered I did a live stream here this morning, hot and sunny, and it was closed then. They're having some type of mechanical or technical issues with it today. I'm telling you, you might want to wait a year, let them work out all the bugs and all the rides. That is, unless you're like me and you're just like walking around and sitting on benches. Epic's Harry Potter World, kind of like Diagon Alley, has 1 ride and a place for a show. Cirque Arcanu, a very technical and amazing show, but it is very technical, a lot of moving parts, so it can break down as well and be delayed. As far as the 1 ride here in the Wizarding World, the Battle at the Ministry, most of you will not have to worry about it breaking down, because most of you will not be able to get a virtual queue to even ride it. But for real, this is the ride I worry about the most as far as breakdowns. But personally, I could spend all day in here just walking around, shopping, eating, maybe sitting at this lovely Parisian cafe. So, like I said, I don't need the rides so much anymore. I just enjoy the atmosphere and the ambiance. So, unless you're like me, I'm just trying to warn you. See, I could sit at that table right there for a couple of hours, just looking over the flowers, watching the Wizarding World walk by, and maybe having a crepe or two, and then go see Cirque or Canoe. See what I did there? I rhymed. I know I'm telling you guys to kind of wait a year, maybe have the summer of 26 be your first visit. I'm not aware of when they're going to start to expand Epic Universe. I do know though, this is going to be the expansion area for the Wizarding World. Right this way. When will that occur? That I don't know. FYI, Giggle Water is back at Bar Moonshine. For those of you interested in Giggle Water. Not to be confused with Gilly Water. This is a restaurant, Goblet Noir. It has a recommendation on it. The warm shaved beef sandwich. It's a corned beef sandwich. And Nikki gave me one bite the other day and then gave me some of the meat out of it. It was so good, I had to order it the last time I was here. It is a total recommendation. The warm shaved beef sandwich. Looks like we have something dripping from right up there. Don't worry, it's all part of the theming. The portraits are very talkative tonight.
On Simon's portrait for me. Go ahead, take a look at him.
I just checked the app. Minecart Madness is still delayed, but Yoshi's Adventure is just a 10-minute wait. So some rides are starting to come back online from that weather delay. And I just checked the app again for the Isle of Berk. Dragon Racers Rally is open again with a 50-minute wait, but Hiccups and Fire Drill, they're both still closed for weather delay. Nikki and I just watched or rewatched Ocean's 11 last night. Yes, this does give me Vegas vibes. So I told you there were 13 attractions. This is actually an attraction. It's a splash pad. I haven't seen it work yet, but it is Astronomica. I'm sure it's going to be amazing with all the different lighting that's going to be done with the water. But this is probably, other than the Battle at the Ministry, the ride, not a ride, but attraction I'm most worried about, as I have yet to see it operate. People are wanting me to keep tabs on the Blue Dragon, a full-service restaurant. It has opened. We're talking Thai, Japanese, and Chinese food to be served here. Uh-oh. At the Dark Universe portal, we see another monolith. Not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid of what these are. Into Darkmoor. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. Let me try to get a good shot of it. More bad weather is moving in, which kind of helps with the ambiance and atmosphere here in Darkmoor. But the outside rides, they're all closed again, all of them. Pretty cool with the dark clouds. Another thing I want you to keep in mind with the information I'm giving you tonight, I would estimate that once it opens for real, May 22nd and beyond, the number of guests in here will double. I think right now we're at about half capacity. When it comes to the Burning Blade, there's something that I've mentioned in live streams, but I don't think I've mentioned it in a video. Before before the blades catch on fire, pay attention to the forest over here, the woods. There's different lighting effects that move along the forest or the woods there. Red lighting that indicates the villagers carrying their torches, making their way to the windmill to set it ablaze. And then when it's over, they quickly go back this way. So pay attention to this little wooded area, and you'll see the villagers with their torches, or the light from the torches at least. The outdoor roller coaster, Curse of the Werewolf, is closed. And it's starting to rain, in fact.
This is what we call a miracle.
But at least Igor's out to entertain the folks. Look at that footprint in the pathway. Oh, that's a wolf man for sure. First time I've been in Darkmoor with such inclement weather. The dark clouds, the wind, a little bit of rain, some lightning in the background. Oh, yes, it does add to the ambiance. Before we leave, take a peek at the bride. Oh no, she's peeking back. Uh-oh. I think we're okay. She's pretty nice. Outside of Darkmoor Village, I think you can see the inclement weather a little better now. Off there, kind of towards the east. Constellation Carousel in Celestial Park. It is covered. It's a covered ride, so it is not subject to weather delays. And it's awesome at nighttime. I do want to reiterate to everyone, I do love this theme park. I love being here. I love Celestial Park, kind of the Epcot vibe to it. I love each immersive world. Theming is incredible in each world. And when the rides work, the rides are amazing. But remember, it's a brand new park with all new rides, with a lot of new technology, like second generation ride technology. They are gonna have issues, and I think they're gonna have issues for a while. So I just don't want to gaze over everything and make like everything is hunky-dory and everything's gonna be perfect for your visit. I just, this is Uncle Rick, your honesty broker. I want to show you the real deal and tell you the real deal. So it is just something I think you might want to consider, is to delay your visit here until they have all the issues ironed out, which, it might take a year. So just keep following the channel, and I'm going to be here throughout the whole year, and as things improve or don't improve, I'll let you know. So that's all we have for this video. It's raining. People are starting to skip out. I'm going to skip out right now as well. But I want to leave you with something else to watch. Right here. Whatever is right here is the next thing you should watch. Don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun. See you next time.